When I was a beginner, I was so afraid of using darks, dark colored pencils, especially on portraits with lighter complexion. It's easy to think that you are not going to use all these dark colors for the skin tone. But over the years, I realized that these dark colors are very vital to create realistic skin tone, three-dimensional kind of drawings, especially for the shadows. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. For all the beginners in colored pencils, I really understand where the fear of darks is coming from. Because imagine you have a reference photo, a fair complexioned person, like a Korean skin tone like this one with low contrast and very, what do you call this, very subtle shadows. It's easy to think that you're not going to use like this color, the sepia. This is a very dark brown. This is not just even a dark brown. This is even darker than the regular dark brown. It's even close to a black color. And but you don't need to be exact with this. You can use any dark browns. You can use dark umber, you can use chocolate brown, you can use any dark brown. And for this drawing, I'm just using the sepia, which is the darkest of the browns or the brown colors, just to show you that it's not impossible to use very dark colors for the skin tone. But the catch here is it's you're gonna use it very differently compared to darker skin tones, because you are going to use it with very light pressure, just like very light. I mean, very sharp, the pencil, the point of the pencil, and then the pressure should be very light, except for darker shadows like the one under the lips, as you can see right there. That is a very dark shadow, so I go back and forth several layers to achieve that darkness. But for the remainder of the skin tone, I just use a feather light pressure, just to be able to achieve this very subtle shadows. So like what I said, a lot of beginners are asking me what specific colors to be used for the skin tone, but I couldn't answer that because there is no such thing as specific combinations of colors, because it all depends on the reference photo. But I'm using colors is not that hard, or choosing colors, because when I say dark brown, it doesn't have to be a specific dark brown. And when I say green like this one, there's no such thing as a specific green, for as long as it can achieve that tone based on your reference photo. So this is another dark color, this is another dark green, this is marine green, but you can use any dark greens for this if you don't have the exact marine green color. So here I'm toning the very light shadows that I put using the sepia a while ago with this marine green right here. And it's easy to think, if you are a beginner, that you're not going to use unlikely colors, the colors that you don't typically find on a regular skin tone. But the best advice that I can give the beginners is draw what you see. Whatever shade, whatever light shade of anything that you can see on your reference, just put it using the colors that you see. Like this one, violet blue. It's very unlikely that you would see violet blue on a typical skin tone, but I can see it on my reference photo. That's why I put it. Now, this is another dark color. So this is layering lots and lots of dark colors on a relatively light complexion. Why? You will see it as we go on with our layering right here. Very light layering still. You don't need to push hard. Your pencils should be, if you are layering dark pencils like this one that I'm showing right now, you should not be layering very quickly. You should be very slow in doing it. Sharp pencils and very light pressure. So this is the clay rose. This is still a dark, relatively dark pencils. It's like it's like a light brown, but still dark for an Asian skin tone, which you may question why I'm putting all these darks for a complexion like this one. Her complexion is very light because she's a Korean person, and it's easy to to not be able to use all these colors, or to think that you're not going to use these colors for white complexion. It's easy to see why there is such a fear of using dark colors, because you might overdo it. You might there is this possibility that it can be overly dark, and you might not be able to achieve the skin tone that is necessary for this kind of complexion that I'm trying to layer right here. And but I'm doing it very slowly and patiently. And now I'm putting some blush right here on top of the darks, because the layering that I'm doing here, if you can see, is I'm going from dark to light. So I'm done with my darks right there. They are there, they are imprinted underneath this. And you will see why it was important to put all those darks before all these lights. So this I'm going a little bit lighter and more saturated right now, but the darks that I put a while ago is doing or giving something for the skin tone, and you will see it right here as we go on with our drawing. And now I'm burnishing already because I'm done with putting my darks and my saturated colors and my light colors. Now using the white pencil, I'm burnishing, meaning I'm putting pressure. Now I'm allowed to put pressure because I have lots and lots of colors already on the paper, and now I'm ready to get rid of the tooth of the paper and to expose a very nice, well blended and smooth skin tone. And as you can see, the darks gives a very nice full body to the shadows or to the face because it's there. It's there. You cannot almost see it, the darks, because of the whites that you put and because of the burnishing and the blending. But believe me, the darks really did its job of making the face look more realistic. As I continue with the blending, after I burnish, I continue using the pink for the blush of the skin tone, and because I use white for the burnishing, as you can see right here, I'm going back and forth by using the same pencils that I used a while ago to just try to replenish all the lost shades because of the white that I use for the burnishing. And now I'm trying to perfect the skin tone right here. Now you can see right here that the skin tone is very light, very smooth, and when you try to look at it, you cannot almost distinguish all the darks that I layered in the beginning of the process, of the layering process, but it's there. It's there. The value of the skin tone, the shade of the skin tone that you can see towards the end of the drawing process right here, that is because of all those darks that I put with very, very light pressure. So what I'm trying to say right here is don't be afraid of using dark colors because they will give body, they will give fullness to the look of your overall drawing. So even if you are drawing Korean skin tone, light complexion people, like this particular drawing of Jennie of BlackPink, you can see that even the darks can be used with this kind of skin tone, and they will look better, a lot better, because the shadows, the subtleness of the shadows will give this particular drawing a very nice look right here. So I'm so happy with the result, but do not overuse the darks. Do not layer them with very hard pressure. Do not use black. The darkest shade of dark that you can use is are dark browns. Any dark browns will do. So that is the important of shading with colored pencils, with darker colored pencils. So don't, next time I encourage especially the beginners to try experimenting and using dark colored pencils in achieving light, smooth skin tone like this one. So if you have any question regarding this technique, you can always ask me on the comment section. And thank you very much for watching this video. See you next time.